Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Intuz Lab. I'm your host Aanal, and today we are diving into a very exciting topic: how DevOps and MLOps can come together to create a unified pipeline. And with me is someone who knows this world inside out: Bimal, a solution architect with years of experience helping businesses scale AI and machine learning workflows. Welcome, Bimal.
Thanks, Anil. Super excited to be here. Merging DevOps and MLOps is a hot topic right now, and I can't wait to break it down.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, before we get into the how, let's talk about why. So, DevOps has revolutionized software delivery, and MLOps is doing the same for AI models. But, Vimal, why should companies think about unifying them?
Yeah, that's great question. Look, DevOps ensures fast, reliable code deployment, whereas MLOps ensures models are trained, deployed, and monitored effectively. But if they run in silos, you get friction. Data scientists throw models over the wall, engineers struggle to productionize them. A unified pipeline brings speed, consistency, and accountability across both worlds. It basically the embrace between relay race and a perfectly choreographed dance.
Okay, so I would love that analogy that you have described. So a relay race versus a dance. Okay, so let's get into the five ways this can actually work. Okay, let's start with the number one.
Sure. The first step is CI/CD pipeline, a common CI/CD framework. So, following the first step for both software and ML models, that means using the same tools like Jenkins, GitHub Actions, or GitLab CI, not just for code, but for model training and deployment. It's standardized versioning and testing approvals.
Okay, okay, and I think that's solid start. So what's next?
Yeah. The next is number two stands for infrastructure as a code. We call it as a ISE. There are so many tools that we can use, like Terraform or Ansible, that can spin up both compute for applications and GPU for ML training. So instead of manual setup, everything is automated, repeatable, and consistent.
So I think I can imagine that helps a lot with scalability, right?
Yeah, that's one big.
Okay, and what is the number three?
Yeah, the number three is I can say unified monitoring and logging. So traditionally, DevOps monitors servers uptime, latency, errors, whereas MLOps monitors model drift, prediction accuracy. But combining them in one dashboard, say with Prometheus, Grafana, or Datadog, gives the team a single source of truth.
Okay, so teams aren't firefighting in two different dashboards, right?
Yeah, exactly. One alert system, one place to act.
Okay, and what is the number four?
Number four stands for automated testing across code and models. Automated testing looks in DevOps we test code, and in MLOps we test data and models. But when we merge them, the pipelines run unit test, integration test, and model validation test together. That prevents the model works locally but fails in production scenarios.
Okay, okay, and I think finally the number five.
Correct. So the number five is culture and collaboration. Culture, this is most overlooked but most critical. DevOps teams think in terms of code, and MLOps teams think in terms of data. A unified pipeline works only when you encourage cross-functional collaborations, shared stand-ups, joint KPIs, and mutual ownership of outcomes. Because at the end of the day, tools don't unify teams; people do.
That's powerful. So, just to recap, common CI/CD pipeline infrastructure as code unified monitoring and logging automated testing culture and collaboration. So, Bimal, if I'm CTO listening right now, what is the one quick win to start with?
I would say start with the CI/CD pipeline. It's the foundation. Once that's unified, other steps layer it naturally.
Okay, brilliant. And with AI becoming part of almost every product, so having DevOps and MLOps working in sync is not the only optional, but it's a survival, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So thank you so much, Bimal, for sharing your valuable insight with us.
Pleasure, Anal.
And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to Into Cast Lab for more conversions on how tech is shaping the future. Until next time, stay curious and keep innovating. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Bimal.
Thanks. Bye.